Hi everybody, it is me, Marissa Yates, your friendly neighborhood photographer. And today in this video, I am also your friendly neighborhood social media manager. I just did a video, last week, I did a video on 5 important social media metrics and how to make decisions based on what those social media metrics are telling you. And today we have 5 more social media metrics so that you can kind of get, and by kind of, I mean like 100% totally, a full understanding of what your insights are telling you. Whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, you know exactly what your insights are telling you, and you know exactly what to do based on what they're telling you about the performance of your content. Go watch that video. It's a great intro to this video. I also will be referencing some of those metrics in this video. So go watch that video and then come back to this video because I think that'd be really helpful. All right, so let's get into it. The first metric that we're gonna talk about today is age range. And age range is basically telling you how old your audience is. How old are the people who are engaging with your content? How old are the people who are viewing your content, interacting with your content? And this is super helpful because if your content is not landing, if you're getting really low reach, low impressions, low likes, low shares, low comments, like if you're just getting low engagement in general, and you had this idea that you're talking to Gen Z, but really you're talking to like a 65 plus audience, that's probably why you're not really connecting with who you're posting the content for and who's actually engaging with your content. So like if you're posting content for Gen Z, but people who are actually interacting with your content are ages 65 and up, then like your whole thinking needs to change around like what content you post and where you get your content ideas from. If you have a product and you want to reach a certain age range and you're not reaching them, the best way to reach them is to look at what they're looking at, copy what they're looking at, copy the music, copy the content. My computer keeps saying trying to connect. The Wi-Fi in here is like not that great. Copy the way that the content is. So Gen Z content is typically like super fast paced. It's super like authentic and quirky and like very weird. And you're just kind of like, what the fuck? That's like Gen Z content. Whereas millennial content is more curated. It's more like aesthetic. It's more like, oh my God, like what is the cutest, what is the cutest back brace? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but I am kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. So that's age range. Let's move on to city. City lets you know where people are looking at your content. Where are the people at who's engaging with your content? Where are they? This is really helpful for 2 reasons, and I'm going to break you guys up into 2 different categories. Okay, category A over here, you guys are the people who want to travel with your work. You guys are the people who want to be in multiple cities, offer your service in multiple cities. And then we have category B, who wants to create a home base in their city and stay in that city and not move. So for category A, for the people who want to travel around and who want to offer their services to people in multiple different cities, knowing which cities people are engaged with your content in is very helpful because you can then market to them using hashtags. You can then market to them using landmarks. You can go to those cities knowing that you have a demand there. You can announce on your Instagram, like, I'm flying to New York next week. I really am. I'm flying to New York next week. What are the best restaurants? What are the best spots? Like, you can really get that audience engaged and get them to kind of like share their favorite restaurants or share their like whatever. You can engage with them And it can be really in any city that you want. So even if the cities that are in your insights are not the cities that you actually want to market to, start with hashtags. If you want to market to Atlanta clientele, start using like Atlanta photographer, maybe go to Atlanta, market with people, but definitely think about those cities as like a second home base, second, third, fourth, fifth home base, as if you live there, as if you frequent there, as if you're there a lot, because hopefully you will be. If you are in category B and you want to make your city your home base, you can like double down on making your city your home base. You can say like, here are my favorite spots to go to eat. Here are my favorite places to shoot. Here, like if you're traveling to my city, so I live in Austin, so I could say like, here are the best places to go swimming in Austin. Here are the best places to hike in Austin. Here are the best places to volunteer with animals in Austin. Here are the best, restaurants. Here is like a hack to get through the airport really quickly. Like you can really double down on making your city like the place, like you're the expert in the city. That is what's relevant about the city. And what you'll see when you start doing either, category A kind of marketing or category B marketing is you'll start to see that the cities that you begin speaking to are the cities that are going to be the most popular in your insights. Next, we're going to go over percentage change, which is an algebra term. It's not really a social media metric, but it's very important when diving into social media insights and how to make decisions, because percentage change can tell you a lot about when to post content. So let me describe to you what percentage change is. Percentage change is when you have a second number, you have a first number, you subtract the second from the first, you divide the subtraction from the second number, and then you multiply that by 100, and that's a percentage change. You don't even have to remember that, because you can just Google like percentage change between 79 and 48, and then Google will tell you. So do that instead. When it comes to percentage change and social media, what you're looking for is you're looking for positive percentage changes once you start applying all of these tidbits, content ideas, information that I'm giving you. So right now your percentage changes might be all over the place, which is fine. But once you start honing in on a content strategy, on a social media strategy, once you start to get more specific and more intentional about what you share on social media, you'll start to see, hopefully, fingers crossed, if you're doing the work, you'll start to see your percentage change go up. So let's take reach, for example, which I explained in the first social media video. Let's say your reach was at 2,000 and now it's at 10,000. That is a positive percentage change. We would take 10,000, subtract it by 2,000, divide it by 10,000, multiply that by 100, and whatever that answer is your percentage change. And that's good because the percentage change is positive. Now, if you have a negative percentage change, so let's reverse that. If your reach was at 10,000 and then, a month later it's at 2,000, that is a negative percentage change. And what you want to do if you have a negative percentage change is you want to look at what you've been doing since you had the high first number and the low second number. And you want to ask yourselves, what was I posting? When was I posting it? Were they videos? Were they photos? Was I asking questions? Was I adding value? What was going on in the world? Were people going through a global pandemic, for example? Were people going through a recession? What was happening that caused your percentage change to decrease? Once you have those answers, you'll be able to think more critically and more intentional about how and what and where and when to post your content in the future. If you need help, I'm offering one-on-ones. So if you've seen a decline in your social media performance, please reach out to me. I can help you sort through your unique problems. We can talk through it. We can problem solve. I literally love metrics. I love numbers. I love problem solving. So please delight me with your issues and I will love to solve them. Back to the fourth metric, we have profile visits. Profile visits. Profile visits, they are important. They're also not important, but they also are important. And why are they important? Because if you're getting a ton of likes and a ton of reach on your content, but you're not getting a lot of profile visits, then something might be off. Something about your content might be off. You might not be asking people to visit your website, to visit your profile. Your content might just be like a one-off, or you might just not be posting consistently enough for people to want to investigate you. You know, there's this rule that I constantly think about and that I hear a lot, especially in terms of advertising and social media, is that people need to see things at least 7 times before they actually go in and investigate more or want to do more or take more action. So if you're posting something and something gets a ton of engagement, a ton of likes, a ton of comments, a ton of shares, but nobody visits your profile, then probably just post, an identical thing just like that, 15 more times, and you will likely see your profile visits go up. Now, if you're in the situation where you're not getting good engagement on your posts and you have bad profile visits, I would suggest you collaborate with people. Work with people who have a high following count or who have high engagement, and that doesn't mean they have a high follower count. It just means the people who follow them are the people who engage, which is amazing. Collaborate. That way, you will get their followers, they will get your followers, and you guys can, not necessarily double your follower count, but definitely you'll get more profile visits. The fifth metric are the number of posts. And the number of posts lets you know how many posts you've posted that you've posted in the post that you posted. No, the number of posts lets you know how many times you've posted within a certain time period. And why is this super helpful? It's so helpful because when you haven't posted and you see that your metrics are really bad, you see a low percentage change, then you're probably like, oh, I didn't really post. And so that's why all of my metrics are super low. Now, if you were posting a lot and your metrics are still super low, then that tells you you are either doing too much work or your posts are just not adding enough value. And I would narrow it down to add quality over quantity. And then once you figure out what your market and what your audience values, then you can up the number of posts. And this is also super helpful for people who market or who operate during seasons, especially holiday seasons like, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Valentine's Day. When you market during these holidays, these are when you want to increase your number of posts. So let's take marketing during end of year holiday. Let's say you have a large number of posts end of year, November, December, and then you're like, ooh, I want to keep going and I'm going to do the same thing for January. But typically, here's the activity on social media during holidays, cool. Then December 26th comes, then December 27th comes, then January 6th, then January 12th, then January 26th, and then then Valentine's Day. Oh, okay. And then it just drops back down. And this is a matter of quantity versus quality. And sometimes you want to post quantity, other times you want to post quality. So in the times where, the bell curve or, whatever curve is going down, that's when you want to kind of focus more on the quality of your post because you're going to be posting less. You want to do less work when there's a smaller chance of people actually engaging with your content. Whereas, during end of year, there's a higher chance of people wanting to engage with your content. So to sum up number of posts, the best way to use this metric is to look at your social media performance over the past year. And if you don't have this data yet, don't worry, just post during the next year. So whenever this video goes out, and then a year from now, so like sometime in May or April or June 2024, and then look at the number of posts that you shared each month, each quarter, the whole year, compared to your metrics, compared to your data. And then you can ask yourself, do I want to post more? Do I want to post less? Or do I want to post the same amount? Okay, you guys, that's the end of this video. That's the end of this social media metrics. 5 more social media metrics to help you grow your brand, to help you understand your metrics on social media. As always, if you have any questions, please comment them below. I am now offering one-on-ones, so reach out to me if you have questions about managing your social media platforms as an artist, as an entrepreneur. If you have questions about getting a job in social media management, if you have questions about managing social media in general, organic, paid, ads, all of that. That is the end of this video. We have come to the end of the social media metrics. I'm sure there will be more videos like this because I feel like there's way more than 10 social media metrics, and I really want to give you guys like a full picture of like all the insights, because one, I love the insights. I love reviewing the performance of how content I post online does. Like, I just love it. It's like you can make a decision without having to question your gut. And that is just what I love about numbers and what I love about data, what I love about Excel, what I love about math. Okay, so there will likely be more videos like this. Stay tuned. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. May your best intentions manifest. May your best intentions manifest. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. May your best intentions manifest, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. This part is always so awkward. Like, what do I do at the end of this? Okay, bye.